Hello, my fellow griefers and trolls. Eric the Plague Doctor, 981YT here, and beekos. Welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online, my favorite multiplayer game of all time. So, in the last one, beekos, we, started the prologue quest for the new Firesong DLC, which is an expansion to it's the second half of the chapter of High Isle, which we are currently in. So, this will be taking us over here. And, yeah, Galen is apparently the name of this new place. Galen and Y'ffelon, which is more than likely this volcanic structure here. So let's, without further ado, go in and check it out. Oh, 6 quests! No! Why is it so short? Oh, I'm disappointed. Galen, enclave of Stonelore and Eldertide druids occupy the vast wilderness. Interesting. Firesong obsidian mask added to hats. What does this look like? Oh, I like it. Alright, so it looks like we need to talk to
adventurers. Who's got the sand for the job?
Doolith was one of the characters we ran into in the prologue quest. This is very interesting, by the way. I like where this is going so far. But anyway, let's talk to Doolith. But before we do that, let's get out Ember. Alright, Doolith.
Why, it's you! I should have known you'd turn up on Galen. Good timing. We have plenty of trouble to go around today. I took a post as mage for hire to Count Mornard, but he needs all the help he can get. And he pays well for it.
I like Doolith. So what kind of help are you looking for?
The usual. Well, more than that. Galen's beset by sea elf pirates. But these aren't the usual isolated raids. House Mornard's defending the Isle as best they can, but their knights are stretched thin, and the druids are too distracted to lend a hand.
Okay, so I knew that the, whatchamacallits, the sea elves would show up at some point. Because they used storm magic very heavily in the first half of the Legacy of the Bretons. But anyway, so what's distracting the druids?
Some quarrel among the circles. Never seen the druids so at odds before. But if you're willing to help, go talk to the Count's son, Sir Stefan. He's just outside Vastir, leading the effort to drive off the sea elves. What do you say, sailor?
Sir Stefan. Well, I didn't know we were, entering a Disney Channel, movie, but okay. I'll speak to Sir Stefan Mornard about driving off the sea.
Sir Stefan is outside Vastir with Lord Baccaro, the leader of the Society of the Steadfast. Which reminds me, I've got the healing herbs he asked for. Give these to Lord Baccaro, mate. Now I'm off. Got sea elf raiders near Windrak Fort to deal with.
I want this. I want Doolith's outfit, like, dead ass. If I have to, even if I have to kill Doolith and take it from his body, I want this fucking outfit. It is awesome. I especially love the buckle. The skull buckle is just perfecto. But anyway, so can you tell me more about these sea elves?
Sea elves? Haven't spent much time in these waters, eh? The technical term is Maormer, but nobody actually calls them that. They're bloodthirsty raiders from the great isle of Piandania. We usually see a ship or two, but this bunch have a fleet.
Oh, a pirate fleet?
A huge one. Call themselves the Dreadsails. They're a vicious band of pirates that have been causing trouble in the archipelago for some time, but no one realized how large their fleet was. Now they seem more intent on conquest than pillaging.
I ran into the Dreadsail pirates on Amanos. Are they the same group?
Aye, they're part of the same fleet, though they seem to be made up of many pirate bands, each with a ship or two of their own. It takes a strong leader to hold a fleet like the Dreadsails together, and make them work toward a common purpose.
Man, it's almost like they're working for the Ascendant Lord.
That would be Sea Lord Nalos. He recruits Sea Elf captains, and offers them a place in the Dreadsails fleet. If I didn't know better, I'd say he was trying to create his own Sea Elf kingdom far from Piandania. Could explain our current problems.
Fascinating.
The Steadfast are here to aid those harmed by the Sea Elf attacks. I have no knights to lend you, Count Bornard, Sir Stefan.
We'll have to
What
handle
are
the sea elves
with these-
ourselves then. I don't know what's keeping the druids.
You
What
place
is this
too much
armor?
trust in those ivy-robed beggars, Stefan.
Hello, Lord Bacaro. Long time no see.
Well, if it isn't Lady Arabelle's talented assistant, I might have guessed that Galen's troubles would draw you here. What can I do for you, my friend?
Doolith asked me to deliver these supplies.
Thank you. We're short-handed, and I haven't had anyone to send for these. As you can see, the fighting on Galen has caused no end of suffering. And most of the victims are simple farmers and townsfolk, not soldiers. Damn those sea elf pirates!
This is all because of the sea elves?
For the most part. There have been some incidents among the druid circles, too, but the sea elves are definitely the biggest threat. Talk to Sir Stefan Mornard. I'm sure he can find a use for someone with your obvious talents.
I'll talk to Sir Stefan. then.
Young Sir Stefan is over there with his father, Count Mornard. They will readily accept any assistance you're willing to offer. Now, if you'll excuse me, the Society of the Steadfast's work is never done.
What is the society doing here anyway?
The Mornards are neighbors, so to speak. Count Leonard sent word to me about Galen's troubles with the Sea Elves. I have many responsibilities on High Isle, but still, I had to help an old friend.
What about the peace talks?
I am trying to be in two places at the same time as best I can. It involves frequent voyages from Vastir to Y'ffelon Bay. Fortunately, I can trust Lady Arabelle to look after the Alliance leaders when I must be absent.
Alright, so this must be Mornard.
Well met, adventurer. If you're looking for work, I need all the help I can get. Sea elf raids are nothing new on Galen, but never have they attacked in such numbers. The whole southeast shore is under siege.
Okay, I like the wolf crest on the armor. That is awesome. Do you have any idea what the sea elves want?
I'm not sure. Most sea elves are pirates. Easy plunder is what they're usually after. But the Dreadsails are more determined than any Maormer I've seen before. Whatever their goal, we must push them back.
What do you need me Ogel Greel, hero of all of Blackmarsh, to do.
Hand me your map. I've received reports of dread sails near Windrack Fort, the village of Tuin, and Suncleft Cove. I need you to investigate these sightings and chase off any sea elves you find. Let them know Galen won't go down without a fight.
Are you ready for a fight?
Not as ready as I would like, friend. We don't have enough knights to protect the whole island, but I need information even more than I need soldiers. Find out what the Dreadsails really want, if you can, and where they plan to strike next.
I'll head out at once, Stefan.
All 3 locations I need you to investigate lie to the east. Chase away any sea elves you find at the fort and the village, and see if you can figure out what they're up to at the cove. Report back to me in Vastir when you're done.
Can you tell me about the locations that are being attacked?
Time is pressing, but I suppose it's only prudent to find out something about what you're getting into. Which location are you curious about?
Tell me about Windrack Fort.
Well, it's an old fort, built on Windrack Point centuries ago to protect Vastir against attacks from the east. It's not in good repair, but we garrison it as strongly as we can. Yet perhaps not strongly enough. Anything else?
What of the Druid village?
Tuin? It's an Eldertide settlement. They have little love for House Mornard, but they like sea elves even less. I expected them to put up a stout defense against the Dreadsails, but we haven't heard from them in quite some time. Any more questions?
Why is the cove so important?
Until today, I would have said Suncleft Cove wasn't important at all. It's a pretty enough spot, but there are certainly better places for the Dreadsails to land raiders. I can't imagine what the Sea Elves want there. Is that all?
In your noble opinion, which of the 3 sites should I go to first?
I leave that to you. With luck, you'll find allies at the fort or village. But whatever you do, go swiftly. If we fail to meet the Sea Elf threat now, it's only a matter of time before we see them at the walls of Vastir.
Interesting. Alright, Ember, let's go.
Look at us, off on an adventure.
Which one is closest? Oh, we can just do a little loopy-loop. Alright. I hope we get to see the Alliance leaders again in this second half, because I really liked seeing Irene and Emmerich again. I didn't necessarily like the reason Yoren's son was blah 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 sent in his stead.
Over here, mate.
Amazing. I have to write Magister Irin about this one.
Alright, Doolith.
I thought I might see you here. Looks like a band of sea elves got ashore and seized the fort. Now more of those sea dogs are on their way. I was hoping for some druid help, but they never arrived. So it's up to us.
Stefan sent me. What do you have in mind?
I spotted more sea elf warships brimming with reinforcements. Luckily, the fort's ballistas are intact. Get to the ballistas and stop those ships. That will give us time to deal with the enemies who already made it to shore.
And what will you be doing?
I'll see if I can rally the knights and get the wounded back on their feet. We'll need them to hold the fort once you stop the reinforcements from reaching the shore. Meet me on the bluffs north of the fort when you're done.
Alright, I'll use the ballistas to drive off the sea elf
Take a
ships.
right when you get into the fort. There's a path that leads down to the docks. You'll find the ballistas there. My guess is the Dreadsail ships will flee at the first sign of resistance. They won't risk their ships to ballista strikes.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. Oh, perfect. 3 of them all in a row. Hello, sea elves! Gather round. Step right up and meet your demise. ballistas. I think we have to go this way. Oh, you do gotta love the Blade of Woe. Ballista! Hello. Goodbye. Hello to you. Boom! Ballista! Burn, baby, burn! Sea elf dogs! Burn, baby, burn! Blind motherfucker. Alright! And another one bites the dust. Well, they may not be a match for you, but I am.
Nice work, mate. Your aim was impeccable. Well done. These dreadsails may be fierce, but they lack loyalty. Even though they've got numbers on their side, they won't stick their necks out for their mates. That's something we can use against them.
Anything more you need from me here, Doolittle?
You've done your part. We can deal with the stragglers around Winrack Fort, now that they've got no reinforcements coming to support them. Your work's just beginning, though, mate. I fear the seas ahead will be rough for all of us.
Have you heard anything about the Druid settlement of... Toon?
Word is, the Sea Elves struck there as well. It's just up the coast to the north. I believe Druid Laurel of the Stone Lore Circle is there, looking into things. I'd appreciate it if you kept an eye on her, mate. Laurel is like kin to me.
Do I detect a thing? Anyway, I know who
Laurel
she is,
found
but
me
whatever.
half drowned after a shipwreck 10 years back. She was just a girl then, but she had the sense to fetch help. Which is how I came to know the Stone Lore Druids. She's been a friend ever since.
Sir Stefan said there was sea elves near Suncliff Cave.
Aye, I heard that too. Something about sea elves taking prisoners into a cave near the cove. Strange. If the Dreadsails took captives, why haven't they tried to ransom them yet? Banneret Corrick went to investigate. Help him if you can.
Blight, what a
Druid
slaughter.
Laurel.
I didn't expect to see you again so soon, friend. But I never refuse the gifts that Y'ffre is willing to give me. I came to help the Eldertide druids, but I was too late. This battle is already lost, Blight, take it.
Stefan Menard sent me. He was concerned that the druids never answered his
Sir
call.
Stefan's a dear friend of mine and practically a druid himself. We studied together under Archdruid Raval when we were younger. It's not unlike him to worry about the druids, even the Eldertide.
What happened here?
The dread sales happened, but it makes no sense. The Eldertide have no riches. Druids don't care about such things, and they command formidable magic. What pirate attacks a target that can fight back for no obvious profit?
Well, Laurel, I did run into Eldertide druids who helped the Ascendant Magus on High Isle.
Druids choose their own paths. The Eldertide of High Isle are bitter, resentful. But as long as the Mornards don't push into Druid territory, the Eldertide of Galen are content to live in peace. It was foolish of the Dreadsales to provoke them.
Sir Stefan said that the Dreadsales were unusually determined.
That's strange. It makes me wonder what the Sea Elves really hope to gain by these attacks. Let's look around. Watch for anything that looks interesting or out of place. With any luck, we can figure out why the Sea Elves attacked Tuin.
Tuin, okay.
Is it over?
My Dreadcells, I promised you a haven, and now the path to our new home lies before us. I have struck a bargain with a powerful druid of Galen, one who will help us secure a stronghold on the Isle. In return, she requests that we acquire a relic held by a rival circle, the Eldertide. Raid the Isle eastern coast and search for this relic. If it can't be found, take captives for questioning. There must be a lore keeper among the Eldertide druids who know how to find it. Do not fail me for the price of a druid relic. We get a new home.
A lore keeper?
Interesting.
What relic could they be searching for?
Alright, there's something down here. Okay, I guess that's not gonna work. Oh, there's a chest.
The candles are still burning. The Eldertide druids who tend this altar have not been gone for long.
We got no lockpicks. We got no lockpicks. I'm upsetty spaghetti because I have no lockpicks. Alright, so what's over here?
Ember blooms? The Fire Song used them to cast certain spells. Are they involved in this too? Let's take a look in the lodge. There might be something about the relic there.
Open sesame.
Archdruid Orlaith, what are you doing here?
Confirming a suspicion, little Laurel. Archdruid Raval was right to call the Dreyfa together. Tell him the Fire Song will attend. The time has come to gather the seeds. The prophecy of the Druid King is at hand.
The seeds? Is that what this... Oh, Blight, she's gone. Friend, we should talk. Root and rot! That was Archdruid Orlaith, leader of the Fire Song Circle. I think I know what really happened here, and I don't like it at all.
What do you mean, Laurel?
The relic the Dreadsales sought is the sacred seed of the Eldertide. A gift of the last Druid King. Each circle was granted one. That's what Archdruid Orlaith meant by gathering seeds. Could she be the druid mentioned in the Dreadsale's orders?
Was Archdruid Orlith behind the Firesong attack on the Weirds?
Maybe. I'm not sure why they wanted to wake free, but other Firesong tried to take the Stonelore seed right around the same time. And now this. Archdruid Orlaith mentioned the Druid King's prophecy. Could that be what this is all about?
How is the Ascendant Order connected to all this? Why are the seeds important? Are they powerful?
Not as far as I know. The seeds are mentioned in the dream of Cassarain, the prophecy of the last Druid King. The Firesong seem to believe its time has come. The other circles, not so much. Perhaps the Dreyfa can make sense of all this.
What? The Dreyfa?
A council of druids, elders from all three circles. Archdruid Reval of the Stonelore has summoned the Dreyfa to address grievances against the Firesong. But up till now, Orlaith ignored him. Tell Stefan about this. Pirates aren't his only problem.
Alright, I'll tell Sir Stefan what we learned here. Looks like we have to go up to a cave, which will be the cove. Oh, a little volcanic vent. That's neat. Magma flow, not vent.
A single sea elf bested the lot of you?
She hit us like a storm of steel. Didn't kill anyone, though. Just put us in the sand.
Can you believe this? I came to check on my knights when I found them indisposed. House Mornard's finest. Pah! Now, who are you?
I'm Ogel Greel. Sir Stefan sent me to investigate the cove. Can you tell me what happened here?
My knights tracked a band of dreadsails to the cave here at Suncleft Cove. As they tell it, however, a single sea elf tore through them before they could search inside. Didn't even bother to kill them. Just knocked them senseless and left them here.
Sir Stefan mentioned captives?
Right. That was in my report. Since Sir Stefan sent you, I could use your help. Scout the cave. We have to find the prisoners and free them. I'll follow once my knights recover. Just watch out. The sea elf who beat them is somewhere inside.
I'll scout the cave and look for the captives.
Remember, we think the Dreadsails have prisoners in there. Maybe some knights, but certainly druids from the nearby village. Find them if you can and set them free. We'll join you as soon as my knights recover their senses.
I honestly want to put this motif that he has on a character and dye like the yellow parts black. Not black, red. Have a nice black and red vibe going on. It'd be cool.
Coric's the name. Banneret in the service of House Mornard. My family has proudly served the lords of Galen for generations. I'll bring these murderous sea elves to battle and defeat them, or die in attempt.
And what's the Banneret?
I'm not familiar with knightly ranks. Do they do things differently on the mainland? A banneret is the equivalent of a captain in my order. A knight who commands other knights. Looks like I've got some work to do with these louts, though.
I don't know. I come from the far-off land of Blackmarsh. It's on the other side of the continent. And we don't have knights there. Just assassins like me. Divines. I love this game.
This one has the information I seek. We simply need to extract it from her. I'll take her with me to the keep. Dispose of the rest as you wish, but do not tarry long.
No, please! Don't hurt them! You only need me!
she's cruising through her, isn't she?
Slug, you and your Sea Lord aren't fit to call yourselves Marama.
Stay your hand, stranger! This sea elf saved our lives.
I told the fool knights outside I wasn't their enemy. Do you have more sense than them? You're willing to talk. At least you're smarter than those knights outside. I suppose Sea Lord Nalos and his scum have taught the people of this island to fear anyone with blue skin. Understand this. I don't answer to that foul beast.
I thought they had white skin. If you're not with the Dread Sails, who
Captain
are you?
Siravane of the Gilded Blades. You'd call me a pirate, I suppose? But I'm not one of Sea Lord Nalos's traitors, and I'm not involved in all this druid foolishness. You look confused. Must be from the continent. Yes, I'm a Marama.
Sir Stefan Mornard sent me to find these captives.
Well, they're not captives anymore, and you and I need not be enemies. Sea Lord Nalos is my quarry, for reasons of my own. But I'll tell you this much, mercenary. Nalos seeks some sort of druid relic. Calls it a sacred seed.
Where did Sea Lord Nalos go?
I'm not sure. That slimy eel escaped and he took one of the druids with him. Probably thinks she can take him to that seed. No matter. I'll find him. Warn your allies about the Sea Lord, mercenary. Galen isn't safe while he lives.
I'll tell Sir Stefan what you said. Okay,
Sea
cool,
elf
so we'll have a
escaped.
Sea Elf ally. I like that.
At least we can get these druids to safety. We'll handle things from here. Return to Vastir and report to Sir Stefan when you're ready.
I like that we're gonna work with a Sea Elf, because, like, Sea Elves are always, like, the enemy in these, in like, ESO. Every time we've encountered Sea Elves, they've just been the enemy. So it's actually cool to, like, be able to work with one as an ally. I like that. She seems pretty cool, though. I mean, she's definitely, bitter? I like the touch that Sea Elves have blue skin, though, because to me they've always looked pale like snow elves, but from the ocean. That's kind of what they've always given me. So I like that the palish blue skin. That's a nice touch. Oh, this place is cool.
These sea elf pirates become
Wow.
more brazen every day. When is House Mornard going to do something?
You know, House Fort never has these problems on High Isle.
That's not entirely true. There are those incidents with the Ascendant Order.
Your people are in as much danger as everyone else, Galfin. Sea elves make no distinctions when it comes to staging
This
raids.
is taking forever.
I didn't say we weren't, Dame Fada. But the Stonelord can
Castle
fend for...
Mornard. Undava.
Ah, here's our mate now.
Picaro up there being a scribe. That's funny.
Well met, friend. Dulef tells me you handled yourself well at Windrak Fort. Now, what news of the other two locations? Laurel seemed troubled when she returned, but she went to find Archdruid Reval before I could speak to her.
The Dreadsails ransacked Tuin and took captives, but I found them at Suncleft Cove.
Good thing I sent you to Tuin, then. The Eldertide rarely need or want our help, but I'm glad we could provide it. Still, why would the Dreadsails take prisoners to the cove? When Sea Elves take captives, they usually sail off and demand ransom.
Sea Lord Nalos is looking for the Eldertide sacred seed. He's trying to find it for a Firesong Druid.
The Dreadsails are working with a Druid of the Firesong Circle? The Firesong usually have nothing to do with outsiders, let alone Sea Elf pirates. And now I understand why Laurel seemed so worried, and why the Dreyfa has been summoned.
Druid Laurel told me Firesong Druids tried to take the Firesong Circles, the Stonelore Circle seed too.
Madness. A war among the circles is the last thing Galen needs right now. I've been invited to observe the Dreyfa. I'd like you to tag along. Find Laurel in the Vine District here in the city. If she agrees, you can join us.
The Vine District. Wow. Great, great. The Vine District. Wow, what videos are we going to watch today in the Vine District?
The Vine District lies on the east side of the city near the harbor. It's a small druid conclave. I'll join you there shortly. I need to confer with my father and send scouts to search for Sea Lord Nalos while we attend the Dreyfa.
So, indulge a beautiful man of the marsh. Why would the Dreyfa invite you to observe?
I may be the son of Count Mornard, but I studied for years with the Stonelore Circle. I hold druid beliefs in high regard. In fact, I share many of them, which is unusual for those not dedicated to their ranks. In return, the druids trust me.
And what about your father? Will he attend as well?
Like most nobles, my father pays little attention to the druids. When he must speak with the circles, he summons emissaries to Vestir. The Dreyfa is a meeting of druid leaders. Outsiders are rarely permitted, but they consider me almost a druid.
Are you sure it's safe for you to leave Vestir right now?
My father's knights protect the city, and the harbor is well fortified. Besides, I think you chased away the Dreadsails for now. Our scouts report they're nowhere to be seen. But if you're concerned for my safety, don't be. I can fend for myself.
So, why wouldn't the Eldertides want your help?
The Eldertide Circle has no love of outsiders. If they had their way, we'd get back into our ships and return to High Rock. The Circle here on Galen is more forgiving than the Eldertide on High Isle, but they still don't fully trust us.
Did you know the Eldertide Druids of High Isle are openly hostile?
Yes, I'm aware. Probably has more to do with how developed High Isle has become as compared to Galen. Here, we mainly stick to our corner of the island and give the druids free reign over the rest of it.
What about the Stonelore and Firesong? Do they feel the same?
The Stonelore are content to live alongside people who don't share their beliefs. They hope to set an example for others to follow, but they make no demands. As for the Firesong, they're reclusive. They usually stick to their isle and ignore us.
Fascinating. I like that he's a knight, but he's also like, yeah, I'm basically a druid. Giving me this, well, yes, but actually no vibe.
Is always welcome in the city of Vestir. From sparkling docks to castle mourn. All good people, far and near.
Okay, well that's, that happened. I'm not used to bards sounding that jolly in this game. It makes me uncomfortable.
Oh, hello again. What brings you to the Vine District?
Oh, I love this guy's outfit.
I hoped to see you again, my friend. But I need to prepare for the Dreyfa. The Elders really must deal with the strife that has come between the circles.
Sir Stefan wants me to join at the meeting of the Dreyfa.
You know, that's not a bad idea. Few outsiders are permitted to attend the council meetings, but you can attest to what we saw at Tuin. The Fire Song Circle is willing to use force to gather the 3 sacred seeds, and that's just wrong.
Can you tell me more about these seeds?
The last Druid King gave 1 seed to each circle long ago. He also gave us a prophecy, the Dream of Kasserine. Some Druids consider it a warning, but Archdruid Orlaith and others believe it's a call to action.
What exactly does this prophecy entail?
Meet me at the Telling Stone, the landmark near the center of the island. It would be easier to simply show you the prophecy, and it's close to Dreyfadel. Besides, Free might be there. They will want to see you again.
Free the nature spirit? Alright, I'll meet you at the Telling Stone. Oh wow, that's all the way up there. Damn! Let's actually go to this way shrine. Here. Or not. Damn it, it's just... I hate the little goof they have where it's like, let's put purple lighting in the game, or
Thank you for
vaguely
taking
purple
that
lighting
aroma,
to
folks.
trick people into
That's
that.
the Chef Raji's
guaranteed. You there, Trapper. You look as adventurous as my taste buds.
This work isn't going to
You
do
look as
itself.
adventurous as my taste buds. That's a sentence. Fishing requires using the proper bait at the proper location. Your chances of getting a rare fish improve more when more people fish at the same spot. Alright. Tell me something I didn't know.
You know how I get when it's too bumpy.
I love how fast my mount is.
I'm turning into a tree.
Darkness stirs. Roots tremble. Druids gather. I am the nourisher. The sower. Needed?
I don't think that's wise, Free. I don't trust the Fire Song.
Fire song. Pulsing, ripping, torn free from the ground. Blood in leaves. A memory. You. There when blood soaked the leaves. When eyes opened and roots awoke. Defender. You feel it? Yes? Unrest in the soil. Wrongness.
I don't understand. What could trouble a nature spirit?
A song of hate blows through the branches. Harm drips like sap. It soaks the ground. Awaken to fire. Tremors. Volcano. Deadwood. Blood in the shadows. I am troubled.
What does that mean?
Rock. Root. Leaf. Brook. All dreams of the green. My kin. Spirits given form. We are. Purpose. Meaning. Now, a new purpose grows. Unwelcome change.
What is your purpose,
King Kasserine called me from the green. A choice to be made. A moment. Waiting. Needed. My purpose is to be. Wait. Listen. Roots must find water before they drink.
My brain hurts trying to process what the fuck Free is saying.
Welcome to the Telling Stone, my friend. These runes tell the prophecy we call the Dream of Kasserine. Almost nothing survives from the time of the Druid King. But we have this. And now Free as well.
Have you been hiding, Free?
You saw what Archdruid Michiel did to the Weirds. Druids who are ready to hurt others like that shouldn't get what they want. So I've been keeping Free safe. And helping them learn about people. They grow more every day. It's incredible.
Have you figured out what the Fire Song want with Free?
I probably know more about the Druid King than any other Druid alive. But so much remains a mystery. The Dream of Kasserine describes a mountain shaking and a sower awakening. I think it's talking about Mount Firesong and Free.
How do the sacred seeds fit into all that?
So much has been lost, so I can only guess. Maybe Archdruid Orlaith believes the seeds must be united to make the prophecy come true? Until they end their violent ways, though, I plan to keep Free a secret. Let's go see what happens at the Dreyfa.
Where will the Dreyfa take place?
The Dreyfa will begin soon. 3 Archdruids from each circle meet in a dell within the hills across the valley just to the south of here. We should make our way there. I don't want to miss anything.
What do you think the prophecy means?
Someday a new Druid King will appear to take the Ivy Throne. Kasserine led our withdrawal from the mainland. But he also saw a day when Druids would once again take their place in Tamriel. For good or ill.
Good or ill? You think the return of the Druid King might be bad?
The dream is a promise and a warning. Some Druids believe we're destined to bring a green renewal to Tamriel. To teach everyone to live in harmony with nature. Others fear a green scourge. When nature runs amok, and the tyranny of Druids takes hold.
Which interpretation do you think is correct?
I think the dream is a metaphor. Kasserine was reminding us of where we came from. The day he describes will never come. But we should lead our lives as if it's close at hand. Make the right choices. Do the right things. That's how I see it.
According to the prophecy, how would this green scourge come about?
Hard to say. So much is open to interpretation. I think it warns of a usurper who claims the kingship by force and treachery. It may be related to the end of Kasserine's rule. I found one reference to an all-weather death cult active at that time.
And up we go!
The day is upon us. The Dreyfa must crown a new Druid king.
Perhaps. But you have no right to claim the sacred seeds by force.
You hide your seeds and keep the sower of Cassarain's dream for yourself. You declare this war, not the Fire Song.
No Druid King can be crowned until the Circles are united. The Telling Stone is quite clear.
This Dreyfa is a sham. If I must burn away the old to reveal the new, so be it!
Oh my.
Orlaith killed most of the Dreyfa. She's getting away!
Laurel, wait!
Big
Damn.
mistake.
I'll go after her. Friend, protect the remaining Archdruids.
Teach these sea snakes a lesson, mate. I'll keep Raval and Alec safe.
Hey, stay with me.
Honestly, can anyone say that we weren't expecting this? Because, yeah, this is kind of how it goes.
Thank you, Mainlander. Now, go help Laurel and Stefan.
Go on! I'll keep watch here.
We're dangerous, huh?
Flee, Laurel! Save yourself!
Stefan!
Mainlanders should not meddle in Druid affairs. Deal with them, Brenna. You defeated my champion? No matter. Tell Count
Nice
Mornard
fight.
to stay
They're
out
like a
of
good
this,
luck charm, aren't
or
they?
his son's life is forfeit.
The Elder Tide will make Orlaith answer for this outrage.
She has young Stefan. We must tread carefully, yet thanks to this Mainlander, we still live.
We must inform Count Mornard. I won't tell Archdruids what to do, but you're welcome in Vestir.
Orlaith was going to take me, but Stefan intervened. He put himself in danger to save me and protect my circle. We need to tell Count Mornard what happened, and then we have to help Stefan.
What do you think Archdruid Orlaith attacked the circle?
Archdruid Orlaith never intended the Dreyfa to judge her actions. Root and rot. She only agreed to come so she could have the Dreadsails kill the Archdruids. She meant to leave the Stone Lore and the Eldertide crippled and without their leaders.
We saved Archdruid Ravel and Archdruid Alec from the Dreadsails.
So I see. Thank you. That was more good than I could do. I chased after Orlaith and ran directly into her hands. Worse yet, I brought Stefan right to her. Now the Firesong Circle has a hostage.
What will Archdruid Orlaith do with Stefan?
I don't know, but Count Mornard will be furious. Archdruid Orlaith might demand the sacred seeds in exchange for Stefan. Or she could make House Mornard stand down until her allies collect the seeds for her. This is bad.
I say hey.
I can't believe the Fire Song betrayed us. Attacking the Dreyfa. How will that bring the circles together?
The Fire Song will answer for this crime, Galfin. By House Mornard's honor, this I so swear.
Oh, he's got that polymorph. That's cool.
And now my son is in their clutches? We should have left these foolish druids to their squabbles.
Ignoring someone doesn't mean they'll ignore you. We need the Eldertide and the Stone Lord to meet this threat and save your son.
Dulev tells me you played no small part in repelling the dread sails and foiling an attack on the Druid Council, mercenary. Has the Fire Song Circle truly made an alliance with the hated Sea Elves?
The Dread Cells are helping the Fire Song get the sacred seeds from the other Druid circles.
All this trouble over Druidic nonsense? And it led to the deaths of 4 Archdruids? Unbelievable! But I wouldn't expect Sea Elf pirates to bother with an alliance that doesn't pay in plunder. What does Sea Lord Nalos get out of all this?
Archdruid Orlaith promised to grant him a stronghold on Galen, according to orders we found.
Typical. A druid who doesn't believe in property generously giving away something that doesn't belong to her. When last I looked, I ruled Galen. Did Archdruid Orlaith say what she wants from me as a price for keeping my son alive?
Archdruid Orlaith wants House Mornard to stay out of her way while she claims the sacred seeds.
I had no interest in druid quarrels until she threatened my son. Bah! Stefan warned me something dangerous was afoot. I should have listened. Here, House Mornard always pays its debts. There's more to come if you continue to aid us, mercenary. I refuse.
Well, we have a lot of adventuring ahead of us, beekos, but this is where we are going to end things for now. 1 out of 6, all done and swept under the rug. How do I already have 6 lore books here? I haven't even been here until this video. What the hell? Yeah, we got this whole island to explore, and I'm still very curious as to how this ties back to the Ascendant Order that we dealt with over on High Isle. But until the next one, beekos, this has been Eric the Plague Doctor, 981YT. And I will see all of you wonderful people back in GTA 5, where we will see what's next for Michael, Trevor, and Franklin. And Lester as well. He's there. But until then, bye!